Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Volunteer State Community College for today's doubleheader softball action between the Lady Pioneers of Volunteer State and the Lady Bucks of Motlow State. Today's game will be getting started just a tad late. Had umpire arrived just a little bit late. That's why we're waiting a little bit longer to get started here. But the two umpires have arrived, and we should be having our national anthem shortly. Let's get to our Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups while we wait. Brought to you by Toyota of Gallatin, located right across the street from the eastern entrance of Volunteer State Community College. For the visitors, the Motlow State Bucks come in with a record of 5-13, 2-8 in conference play. Leading off, playing center field, Emma Owens. Batting second is the pitcher, Mallory Williams. In the three-hole, Anna Wood, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, the DP. The designated player, Haley Hobby. Carly Warner is the third baseman. She'll bat fifth. Deja Lineberger batting sixth, playing first base. Lily Brown behind the plate, batting seventh. Mattia Ciramella is in left field, batting eighth. And Rowan Grizzard Welsh out in right field, batting ninth. And playing second base today, Callie Hastings. And for the Lady Pioneers, ranked 20th in the nation in Division I junior college softball with a record of 26-6. They're in second place in the conference at 9-1. Chattanooga State, who just played a game against Walter State and won that one 5-1, is now 5-0 in conference play. But Vol State and Chattanooga State will match up Friday and Saturday or maybe it's just Friday, isn't it? It's Friday, the doubleheader, and then at Chat, and then later on in the year, they will be coming here to Vol State. That'll be on April 6th. So leading off for the Lady Pioneers, playing second base is Michaela Fuqua. Erica Abbott, the shortstop, bats second. Lydia Kirby, first team All-American behind the plate, batting third. Shelby Green is in right field, hitting cleanup. Carly Costley at third base, batting fifth. Willow Carden at first base is the six-hole hitter, and Caitlin Dillard bats seventh, and she'll play left field. Kylie Maldonado is the DP. She'll hit eighth, and Anna Harrison, the second cleanup batter, bats ninth. She plays center field. And in the circle, sophomore from Greenbrier, Laura Walker, out for her 13th appearance, 8th start. She actually just started in game one yesterday against Cleveland State. Ball State won both games 8-0, as you see both teams lining up after the umpires and coaches meeting. And we're patriotic here at Volunteer State. Alyssa Costley, the assistant coach, will strum up the old banjo and play our national anthem. One of these days, we'll get her to sing it. We won't be able to hear it on the broadcast. We'll have to mute. I'll take a break and be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. And if Alyssa Costa could, she would say,
Happier early and often, early and often.
Play ball. Wait a minute, she can, and she did. Mama's face. Ready to go down there and coach her some pitches, call some pitches. DJ. Softball complex on the western edge of Ball State campus. 80th National Park. I want to say that right behind Gallatin Fire Hall number 2. As the Lady Pioneers take the field, Caitlin Dillard will be out in the left, Anna Harrison in center, Shelby Green in right field, Carly Costley in third, Erica Abbott, the Swiss Army knife, is at shortstop, Michaela Fuqua at second, Willow Carden over at first, and behind the plate, Lydia Kirby, catching fellow sophomore Laura Walker. Walker injured earlier in the season. She is battling back and getting back to regular season form. Pitched 2 innings in yesterday's contest. She's a health science major here at Vol State. She's the daughter of James and Sarah Walker. She's got a Paul and Barbara in Madison, Tennessee, and a grandpa and grandma there in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. She went to Greenbrier High School, so a Lady Bobcat up at Greenbrier. And she'll get the start. We'll see how long she goes in this outing. Gave up only 3 hits, no runs in yesterday's contest against Cleveland State. 2 8-0 victories for the Lady Pioneers yesterday to improve their conference record to 9-1. Leading off, Emma Owens, the center fielder. That's right-handed against the tall Laura Walker, who delivers first pitch in underway. 2:05 p.m. Central Time, game time temperature of 69 degrees. Woo! Motlow State website does not indicate class. I'm going to guess Owens is a freshman. Only 10 players here from Motlow State. Great umpire Randy Hale and on the bases for game. They'll be fair about it. Scheduled here. Today's TCCAA conference action. Walker delivers a 1-2. Start over here at Ball State. Big hit on the inside corner. Down looking goes Owens. The equipment that I still use. All of the equipment that comes from Full Count Ministries. So I always try to give them a shout out. Josh Carter, Director of Baseball Operations. Reed Glover, Director of Resources. Discipleship. Opposing pitcher. John Loyalty is shown. Athletic director Bob Benson is in the building. He's working. The AD, right? Watch the ball game. Hudson's been here a long time. We don't have enough fingers and toes. Maybe between us. Barely. You got all 20 of yours, and I still have all 20 of mine. Change up. Ground to third. Bobble picked up the throw to first. Stays with the right. Harley's glove. That brick inside there popped it out of there for some reason. Sometimes you went on the field with a brick in your glove. I know I did. They called me skillet hands for a reason. 2 out, nobody on wood. Shortstop. Wood hitting 361 on him. Information from AJ Foster. Check the text. Crowd noise, I can hear you. I think you meant I can't hear you. Oh, I got you. I got you. Would have never thought crowd noise would have overridden me. Ball 2 strikes to Wood with Haley Hobby on deck. How's that, AJ? Back at the studio in his office, listening on the Ball State YouTube channel. AJ Fossen, the chief engineer here at Ball State. Without him, we wouldn't be up and running. Got this nice audio mixer here. That's what the problem is. I don't really know how to operate this fancy schmancy stuff right here, Bobby. Foul tip, straight back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on. Laura Walker trying to get through a clean top of the first. All right, we sound a little bit better there, I guess. 5 by 5, as we used to say. 2-2 pitch. Walker changes up. Misses just outside. So Wood, the second leading hitter on the club. She has the most hits with 22, 4 doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs, which leads the squad, as does 19 RBIs for the Lady Bucks. Swing and a miss. And there is a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. 1-2-3 inning. 2 Ks in the top of the first for Walker, as she is second in the conference in the category that says strikeouts per 7 innings. She strikes out almost a batter an inning. And this inning, she did even gooder. 2 in 1 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We will take a break. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network on YouTube and Comcast Cable Access Channel 19. Bottom of the first, Michaela Fuqua, Erica Abbott, Lydia Kirby to face Mallory Williams. Williams, a sophomore. Not sure where she's from, but she's a sophomore. Got that intel from somewhere. Fuquay, the leader in the conference in stolen bases. Can't steal first, though. It's a good thing she's a good hitter at 449. Leads the team in runs scored with 46. Takes a ball. She also leads the team in walks. She has 22 walks, and that turns into a double. 40 stolen bases and 41 attempts. Third on the club in official at-bats with 103. High and inside, Mallory Williams has gone 3 balls and no strikes. With her infield very close to her. They are all inside the base paths. You can see the shortstop and the second baseman on the zoomed-in camera. There's a 3-0 pitch right down the can. Called strike. Need to put a microphone on our home plate umpire. That's kind of why I had that crowd mic up, because I can hear they call the strike before they do the hand motion. And since we're in a hermetically sealed press box here, it's hard for me to hear them. 3-1 turns into a 3-2. We call that a full count. Ministries full count. You want to send me your favorite Bible verse at treesports@gmail.com. I'll read it as the verse of the game at the end of the contest. Full count pitch. Fly ball out to left field. And Ciramella will be able to handle that one. Route number 1. Fuquay got underneath that pitch. Not what she's looking for. She wants to hit the ball on the ground and use that speed. Sophomore out of Decatur, Alabama, Austin High School. Nursing major, the daughter of Bo and Lena Fuquay. Erica Abbott steps to the plate. Takes ball 1. Erica has a 14-game hitting streak going. Sophomore from Summertown High School. Counting major here at Vol State. The daughter of Dwayne and Melody Abbott. Sister to Austin and Ben. Squares around to begin to bunt. Pulls the bat back. It's ball 2. She's got a mamaw in Summertown, Tennessee, and a nanny in Etheridge, Tennessee. Hopefully they're listening in on the Vol State Sports Network. Daughter and granddaughter are killing it this year. There's a strike call. Erica hitting .438. That's 6th in the conference. Leads the team in official at-bats. Second on a team in runs scored with 45. Leads the team in hits with 49. Tried to lay one down and missed it. Erica also 4th in the conference in RBIs with 40. She's 2nd on her own team. Maya Collier, who's been out for the last 10 games, still 2nd in the conference in RBIs. That one's tapped foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I take that back. She's 3rd on the team. RBI leader in the conference is Lydia Kirby, and she's standing on deck hoping Abbott can get aboard so she can drive her home and increase that RBI total. She had 103 of them last year. Ground ball foul into the Lady Bucks dugout. Head coach Janice Morey in her 10th year. Down there calling pitches, I guess. She's assisted by Kenzie Lenderman in her 3rd year. The pitch out to center field. That'll be a can of corn for Emma Owens. First 2 are retired on flyouts, left to center. We got an F7 in the book and an F8. Lydia Kirby would just as soon have an HR to right here to open the scoring. Kirby with only 2 home runs on the year. The go along with that 47 RBIs, but if she's going to be able to pick up an RBI here, she's going to have to drive herself home. Sophomore from Alvaton, Kentucky. That's near Bowling Green, if you're not sure. I know I wasn't. She went to Greenwood High School, sonography major. Greg and Jennifer Kirby are her parents. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Hannah and Cassie, her sisters. She's got some grandparents in Bowling Green. It's Granddaddy and Nanny, and she also has a Nana in Bowling Green. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball. This is into right center field, but center fielder Emma Owens is going to reach over, snag that one. So 3 flyouts for the Lady Pioneers. And each team's gone down in order in their half of the first. We're scheduled for 7 here in game 1. There's no score. We'll be right back on the Vol State Sports Network. Head to the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Motlow State Lady Bucks. 2 and 8 in conference play. Ball State and Motlow have already played down in Tullahoma. Ball State won those 2 games, 14-3 and 15-5. First pitch from Laura Walker to Haley Hobby. The DP is in there for a called strike. Walker looking at her wrist for the pitch call from Alyssa Cosley. Popped up into center field. Anna Harrison comes on. And with the glove on the right hand, she makes the catch for out number 1. That's a big old glove Anna Harrison has out there. Center field for. She uses it well. You can't see out there with that U.S. flag in dead center field. That flag is flowing straight away. Wind blowing out here at about 17 to 25 miles an hour. Supposed to have been, I think, in the low 70s, but right now it's not getting past 69 degrees. There, it finally went over to 70s. I rebooted my phone. I'm telling you, folks are bundled up down here that have shown up here at Nichols Softball Complex. 2-0, misses outside. Laura Walker having a little trouble. The ball over the plate to Carly Warner, the third baseman. Warner's a sophomore, and the information I have is that she played at Forest High School. A couple of the players, Parker Wales, who's not playing, also from Forest High School. There's a called strike. Warner hitting .255 on the season. 12 hits, 3 doubles, 8 RBIs. As a team, the Lady Bucks hitting .263 on the season. There's ball 4. First base runner for either team, Carly Warner, draws the walk. It's her 6th free pass. Laura Walker's 11th walk of the year in now 34 2/3 innings. Comes in with a 5.25 ERA, looking to lower that one. Deja Lineberger, the first baseman, stands in with 1 out and 1 on. Squares around a bunt, lays it down. Costly charges and throws low to Fuquay, but it gets the runner over to second, but 2 outs. Sacrifice bunt. Moves Warner to second base. Now with a hit by Lily Brown, Motlow State's hoping that they take the early lead. Lily looks at a first pitch in there for a called strike. Lily Brown is not showing as having an at-bat this year. Not showing on Presto, swings and misses there. I did hear that they had to bring some soccer players. Maybe she's a soccer player. Fouls that one back. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Only show 10 batters for Motlow State having any statistical accomplishments with a bat. Lily Brown, the catcher, is not one of them, unless she's changed her name and her number. On deck, Mattia Ciramella. Change up, and there's a base hit into right field. Green charges, throwing to the cutoff man. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. And down to second base is going to go Brown on the throw to the plate. Motlow State scored the first run of the game and leads 1-0. And the RBI single by Lily Brown. Green threw that to Willow Carden at first like she didn't think the runner was going to try to score. Didn't come up with a really strong throw at all. She's kind of made sure she got it to Carden. She's got a strong arm, so she didn't show it there. And Carden's throw to the plate was not in time. Walker now gets ahead in the count as the run that scored Carly Warner reached via a walk. So the sacrifice with 1 out led to the first run of the game. Tia Ciramella looks at a 1-ball, 2-strike count. She's looking for her first hit of the year. Been to the plate officially 10 times, 13 plate appearances. And she has struck out looking in this plate appearance, and that retires the side. And that's a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout, the 3rd of the game by Laura Walker. 1 run scored on 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base. 1-0 is the score. We're headed to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Vol State will get the sticks and see if they can put them to use. Shelby Green, Carly Costley, and Willow Carden, the three scheduled for head coach Christian Lynn and the 20th ranked Lady Pioneers. Green has to back away from that inside pitch from Mallory Williams. Shelby's a sophomore from Milan High School in Milan, Tennessee. She's from Medina, Tennessee. Todd and Janet Green are her parents. Cameron's her sister. Granddad and Gigi, they might be listening in down in Trenton, Tennessee. Maybe Kay is in Milan. Support group of left-handed hitting right fielder Shelby Green. 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Shelby hitting .341. Tied for fourth in the conference with 8 doubles. She is seventh in the conference with 32 RBIs. Right down Broadway for strike one. Ball State is leading the conference as a team in batting average. They're hitting .396 as a team. That's, I think, about 20 points higher than any other team in the conference. Ball four, and there's the first base runner for Ball State. It's a leadoff walk. Brings up Carly Costley, another left-handed hitter. Carly with a K, Costley with a C. From Mount Juliet, Tennessee, Mount Juliet High School. Transfer from Johnson University, squares around the bunt, takes the pitch. The throw down to second is over the head of the shortstop. Shelby Green slides in safely with a stolen base. Ball State does that pretty regular. It's only Shelby's fourth steal in 6 attempts. Ball State's been caught only 3 times, and Shelby's been nabbed 2 of those 3 times. So she said, "You didn't get me that time." Swinging around the bunt, and that's Costley. He's going to be a tough play. Down to first base, no chance to get Costley, and Costley's thinking about going to second. Now she's getting in a rundown. They will not get Costley, and Green is going to score. And a good play by Costley to get the Framework Athletics first run of the game, as that little 2-base running play worked to perfection. So give Costley an infield single. No error. I guess it's just on the play that Green will score. So we're 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. Willow Carden stands in. She slices one foul. That will get into the visitors' bullpen. Costley was thinking about going to second with nobody paying attention to her, but then all of a sudden, I think that was the shortstop, Anna Wood, who was lurking around second. That was popped up. See if Lily Brown can come back. It hits right to the left of the broadcast booth. Harmlessly hops over the stairs and down into the area right between the press box and the backstop netting. Game changers on the netting back there. I'm not sure if there's, you have to be really, really important to sit back there. Ground ball to third. Carly Warner gloves and throws on to first for the first out. Carden, 5'9" freshman from Manchester Coffee County High School. Elementary education major, the daughter of Billy Bob and Rachel Carden. Grandma's down in Beech Grove. I grew up in a little place called Peach Grove in the greater Cincinnati area. Beech Grove reminded me of home. Shout out to my youngest daughter. Today is her 28th birthday, 3/19. She wanted a mariachi band to play. I think we're going to have maybe some Mexican food tonight over at my son and daughter-in-law's house. So maybe we'll get Amazon Music to strike up the mariachi band. She's a jokester, though, so I don't think that's her music of choice. Caitlin Dillard, the 2-0 count, looking to drive in the go-ahead run. There's a called strike. Dillard hitting .422. That's in the top 10 in the conference as well. She has 27 hits. 26 of those are singles. She has 1 double, 9 RBIs. Gets on base at a .479 clip. 2-1 on the outside corner, called strike. Dillard, she's also a Lady Bobcat from Greenbrier High School. A freshman, biology major. Scott and Carrie are her parents. Sister to Bentley, 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Dillard's body moving one way and that pitch moving the opposite way. First strikeout of the game by Mallory Williams. That's now 2 outs. Carly Costley down at second base. Did not get an RBI on that infield single. As Kylie Maldonado looks at a called strike. Shelby Green with some heads-up base running tied the score here in the bottom of the second. Maldonado now down in the count 0-2. She's a freshman, moved here from Rancho Cucamonga, California to Hendersonville. She attended Ottawa University in Arizona her freshman year. So she's a redshirt freshman. Now she gets hit on the elbow. And that's not allowed. So the penalty is Kylie trots down to first base, slaps hands with Alyssa Costley, the first base coach. And she's standing on first. 6th hit by pitch of the year by Williams. And the number 9 hole hitter, Anna Harrison, steps in. She's having a fantastic year. Squares around a bunt. Called strike. She's hitting .402. 7th in the conference in run score with 33, 8 in hits. There's a ground ball to short, gloved by Wood, and she steps on the base for the force out to end the inning. Vol State matches the run put in the top of the second by Motlow State. So we got a pattern going up here. 0 in the first for each team, 1 in the second for each team. We're all tied up heading to the third. We'll be right back for the third inning after this short break. Bo Fuquay's listening in. He sent me an email. He's trying to help the broadcast. Bo, I just saw your email. Thank you for the assist. Bo Fuquay is a loyal supporter. He is watching on the reg, as they say. or Walker will face 9-1-2 in the Lady Bucks lineup. Fouled off by Rowan Grizzard Welsh, the right fielder. She's got some statistical accomplishments. Playing in her 18th game of the year. It's the 19th for Motlow State. 8 hits, all singles. Left-handed batter. Don't know where she's from, though. They don't put that on there. They've got it on their soccer team's website roster. They don't have it for softball, though. Going to have to step it up there over at Motlow. High and inside. Dan McShay is no longer the acting athletic director. They have another new athletic director, Ross Fanning, who handled the head men's basketball coaching duties the last half of the year. The new man over there, Dan McShay, the baseball coach, been there a long time. Change up, catches that outside corner, and down goes Grizzard Welsh with a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout. 4th of the game by Walker. There's the first out. Back to the top of the order for Motlow State, Emma Owens, who struck out looking. I believe that was on a full count pitch. That pitch misses low and inside. Couple of teams, basketballs, that was chopped. It's going to be a tough play for Fuquay, and she's not going to be able to make that. I don't think even if she had caught that ball, she wasn't going to be able to throw out Owens, who runs pretty well. I'm going to go with a single on that high chopper. Michaela actually had her glove turned the wrong way, I think. She thought that was going to bounce up, and it stayed down. So on my score sheet, which is unofficial, I'm going to put a single for Emma Owens. Brings up Mallory Williams, who grounded out the third. It's at ball 1. Only 6 stolen bases by Motlow State on the year. Ground ball to Walker. She got a glove on it, but that was about all as it came out of that glove. Bounced over to Fuquay at second base. That might end up having to be an E1. Again, it's just my opinion. You look at the box score when it gets posted and see what that looks like. But 2 runners are on, make it 3 runners as Laura Walker has just hit Anna Wood. All-world trainer Justin McKinney will come out of the Vol State dugout. He's going to check on Lydia Kirby, who took a little bit of that foul ball. Justin in his 12th year here at Vol State. I want to thank the folks at High Point Health Sumner with Ascension St. Thomas, formerly known as Sumner Regional Medical Center. They help Justin and the athletes here with medical care. They're just up the road, down the road, is depending on which way you want to go. From right here, it's going to be up for a little while. It's in the heart of Gallatin. Lydia complaining about apparently something maybe on that left rib. Justin's got her doing half jumping jack. Home plate umpire Randy Hale, he's telling jokes behind the home plate. He's a funny man. I've known him for about 30 years. His cousin was my hitting coach at Belmont, old Harold Herman. As a matter of fact, a former Motlow State Buck from years ago. Played baseball for Motlow State. Harold did for probably the mid-'70s. Got drafted 3 times in Major League Baseball draft and never signed. Bobby, he had a girl. He didn't want to leave the girl. That girl's long gone. He got a good one now, though. His wife, Debbie, long-time wife. Ellie Hobby looks at a called strike as Laura Walker has had the meeting with the head coach, Christian Lynn, in his second year here at the helm. Swing and a miss, throw down to first. Carden slaps the tag on Wood, but she was already back on the base. Bases are loaded, one out. Outfield playing fairly deep for the cleanup hitter, Hobby, who flew out to center field in her first plate appearance. Trying to nibble at the outside. It's out a little bit too much there. So Owens with a single on my book with 1 out. Then an error on Walker on a ground ball. Pretty well hit by Williams. Back to Hurst. The changeup is grounded slowly to Fuqua, and she boxes that one. Hits right off the heel of her glove, and a run scores, and the bases remain loaded. Motlow State gets, at this point, an unearned run as Hobby reaches on the second error of the inning. And a team meeting in the circle. Try to settle everybody down. I'm not sure if that's called by sophomore Lydia Kirby as she gives a little low 5 to Fuqua. Some sophomore leadership out there for sure. Kirby, Abbott, Walker, and Fuqua. And Michaela played right field last year, coming into the infield play, and maybe the first error I've seen her make. I know she has had some others, as that was a swing and a miss by Carly Warner, who walked and scored the first run of the game for Motlow State. Popped up. Abbott gets over to make the catch on the second base side. And there's 2 outs. Warner got that one off the end of the bat. Deja Lineberger, who laid down a sacrifice bunt in her first plate appearance, steps in with the bases loaded and 2 out. Big hitter right here for Laura Walker, trying to get out of the inning. Should be out of the inning right now, at the very least. Actually should have been out a couple batters ago. Swing and a miss. Fastball that had some ride on that one. Walker reached back, stepped on it. On deck, the catcher, Lily Brown. Another swing and a miss. Foul ball off to the right side. Count remains 0-2. Got a few fans have shown up on both sides. Nobody sitting in the outfield in lawn chairs like the other day in the Roan State doubleheader. Wind blowing straight out of here. And Walker delivers. Swing and a miss. And a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout ends the inning. 2 in the inning, but also 2 errors in that inning. One by the pitcher, one by the shortstop, so the run is unearned. There's 1 hit on my score sheet in the inning, 2 errors, 3 runners left on base. Vol State trails again 2-1. Watching Vol State on the Vol State YouTube channel and on Channel 19 cable access television. Top of the order for Vol State, Michaela Fuqua, Erica Abbott, Lydia Kirby. As Fuqua looks at a called strike on the outside corner. Flew out to left field on a full count pitch in the bottom of the first. Infield playing in. Fuqua, left-handed hitter, likes to go to the left side of the infield and use that quickness. That's why the shortstop, Anna Wood, has to play in so far. If she played her regular position, ground ball to her, and she's not going to get Fuqua. The pitch delivered high. Lady Pioneers on the road on Friday. They will go to Chattanooga State. Doubleheader beginning at 3 o'clock Eastern. There's a ground ball right between short and third, right where she likes it. And there's a base hit for Michaela Fuqua. She does that regularly. Second hit of the game for the Pioneers. Michaela's 49th hit of the year. Erica Abbott, she already has 49. She's looking for 50. Instead, we're going to have a take and a steal. No surprise. That's her 41st stolen base of the year. Low and inside for ball 2. Fuqua, 82 stolen bases last year in 63 games, and that led Division I softball. Vol State as a team had 285 steals. Fuqua with 82. Corey Harris, I believe, she was in the top 5. She may not have been second, but she had 72 steals, just 10 behind her, and then Katie Davis with 41. There's a butt back to the pitcher, throw to the second baseman covering first for the first out. Sacrifice bunt moves Fuqua to third. The tying run now 60 feet away. Lydia Kirby at the plate. She flew out to the center fielder in right center field to end the first. Lined out of play. Only the third sacrifice bunt of the year by Erica Abbott. The 10th of the year for Vol State batters. 0-1 pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Mallory Williams put a little bit of extra on that one. Chattanooga State's 18th ranked team in the country. Vol State just 2 slots behind them. Chattanooga State defeated Walter State 5-1 in game 1 of their doubleheader at Walter State. Lady Pioneers will be back here on Tuesday to take on Dyersburg State. Another choke and poke by Kirby. Ball goes foul. So they have a home and away with Dyersburg. Tuesday the 25th here in Gallatin, doubleheader beginning at 1 p.m. And then Friday, they'll go to Dyersburg for a doubleheader beginning at 1 Central. Then they go out of conference here at home on March 30th to take on Snead State out of the Alabama Community College Conference, ACCC. All State men's baseball played Calhoun. Calhoun Community College Warhawks out of Decatur, Alabama last night in one 9-inning game. And wouldn't you know it, it lasted 11 innings. Drilled foul. That gets into the Vol State bullpen. And Vol State won that game in the bottom of the 11th on a walk-off error. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And hot shot to their third baseman, and he bobbled it. Couldn't step on third before Devin Thrain got there. And the winning run, Gage Hoover came in to score. Ball State won 5-4. I believe that was their 22nd win of the year. High fly ball out to center field. It sends Emma Owens back. She's still going back, and she cannot make the grab in her glove and then pops out of the glove. And that one could actually be construed an error. Looked like she had the play. The score is tied. Kayla Fuqua comes in to score. I'm going to put an E8 on my book. Again, I am not official. But I don't want to be seeming like a homer here to say, well, Lydia Kirby deserves every RBI I possibly can give her. Well, I'm not giving out. I'm not giving out stats. Christian Lynn's the one that's got to figure that out. He's the ultimate official scorer. Shelby Green now with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. She walked, stole second. And with some nifty base running, came in and scored the Framework Athletics' first run of the game in the second inning. That is soft line drive foul. Got that one on the handle. So both teams have had some defensive issues here. In the third inning, Vol State committed 2 errors. In the top half of the inning, now a dropped fly ball by Owens out in center field. Allow Vol State to tie it up, and the pattern continues. Here's a called strike. Shelby Green goes down looking. That's out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Mallory Williams. Carly Costley stands in. She had an infield single in the second inning. Little tapper down to third, and she ended up beating out. Carly transferred from Johnson University in Knoxville after graduating from Mount Juliet. She's one of the younger sisters of Alyssa Cosley, the first base coach and pitching coach here at Vol State. They got a bunch. There's a brood over there. Alyssa, Kayla, Brandon, Braden, and of course Carly. Kevin's the dad. Amy's the mom. Amy lives down in Memphis. Dad's in Mount Juliet. Fly ball out to relatively deep left field, but Mattia Ciramella back to make the catch. And that retires the Lady Pioneers in the third, but they do tie it up. So this is a case of whatever you can do, I can do too. 0 in the first for each team, 1 in the second for each team, 1 again for each team in the third. It's 2-2. We're heading to the fourth. Who will blink first? Call to the bullpen for the Lady Pioneers. Christian Lynn inserting Cheris Nichols to the circle for Laura Walker. Cheris has been out there in that circle on a regular basis this year. She has done a very, very good job. She is 8th in the conference in ERA with a 4.34. She's 3rd in the conference in wins. She has 8 of those. She comes in a situation where she could pick up her 9th. This is her 18th appearance of the year. It is her 9th in relief. She has 9 starts. That's tied for 6th in the conference. 59 2/3 innings. That's 2nd on the team and 3rd in the conference. 74 hits, 50 runs, 37 of those earned, 19 walks, 23 strikeouts. She will face Lily Brown, Matthias Ciramella, and Rowan Grizzard Welsh in the top of the 4th inning. Walker goes 3 innings, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. 1 of those are earned. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Faced 15 Ladybucks. When she faced Lily Brown collected her first hit of the year, it appears, and an RBI. Grounded the ball to Shelby Green in right field. Pops this one up in the infield. Michaela Fuqua under it, opens the glove, allows the ball to go in, and then closes the glove, just like you teach it for out number 1. Ciramella, the left fielder, stands in. She struck out looking in her first appearance. Cheris came into that ball's hit the left field. Back goes Dillard. Dillard makes the catch, so one left fielder retires the other. We had actually a meeting of the 3 main pitchers up here in the press box. I didn't realize that was going to happen, but I guess I formally met Brooklyn Levin and Cheris Nichols for the first time. I came up with Laura Walker. It's good to meet them. Brooklyn Levin having a phenomenal year here at Ball State after transferring from Chadron State. She's from Littleton, Colorado. Nichols is from right up the road, I-24, Clarksville, Tennessee. She's a former Lady Wildcat, Clarksville High School. There's a slider that slides right across the outside corner for a called strike. Business major, the daughter of Curtis and Malay Nichols, sister to Emberly and Lovella. Haven't chatted with her yet. That one's dumped into left field. That'll be a base hit for Rowan Grizzard Welsh. I believe that's Rowan's first hit. Nope, it's wrong. Tia Ciaramella is looking for a first hit. That's Welsh's 9th hit of the year. Top of the order, Emma Owens, who has a hit in 2 plate appearances. Make it 2 hits. Just over Carly Costley's hit. Ball never left the infield. And let's get the runner on first. And now we'll get runner on first and second with 2 outs as back-to-back hits by the Lady Bucks. So they got something cooking here with 2 outs. Mallory Williams, the pitcher, stands up to the plate. A hard comebacker to Laura Walker last time. Pops that one up. That'll get out of play. Off the top of the dugout. First base side. And a hard comebacker. Back to Laura Walker, who got it right in the middle of her glove, but as she moved her glove around, she didn't squeeze it enough. The ball came out, rolled gently over toward Michaela Fuqua was. No chance to get Williams at first. That put runners at first and second. Then on the very next pitch, she hit Anna Wood on the elbow, and that loaded the bases. And a ground ball error allowed Owens to score, but with the bases loaded and 1 out, Walker was able to induce a pop out and a strikeout to end the inning. Limit the damage to just 1 unearned run. Walker cannot win it or lose it. Came in with a 5-1 record. Her 8th start of the year. 0-1 pitch is high. Cheris Nichols delivers. Mallory Williams fouls it off. All-State men will host Cleveland State this weekend. Friday a 9-inning game and Saturday a doubleheader. Pioneers trying to get righted after losing 3 to Pellissippi State. Fly ball out to Shelby Green. She's going to do the Willie Mays basket catch to retire Williams and retire the Lady Bucks. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. There's the wide open door for Vol State. They're coming to the plate in the bottom of the 4th, see if they can get their first lead of the game. Thanks for joining me. This is Tim Reese on the Vol State Sports Network. We're on YouTube and Cable Access Channel 19. Willow Carden, Caitlin Dillard, Kylie Maldonado to face Mallory Williams here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Carden grounded out to third. Her first plate appearance. Swings at the 1-0 pitch, fouls it off. Carden has 4 home runs, 33 RBIs. There's a line drive base hit. That's going to get all the way to the fence in left center field. Owens gets it back in, but not before Willow Carden drills a do-dat double to open up the fourth. That ball was hammered. That is Carden's 7th double. She's in the top 10 in the conference. Caitlin Dillard stands in. Dillard hitting .422. Chopper to short. And she is safe at first base, they say. And then she has to do a little dipsy-do to get back to first. I didn't think that she had made an attempt to go to second base, but Deja Lineberger started to try to tag her. And Easton Litton, the base umpire, says that Dillard beat that one out. So an infield single on a bang-bang play at first. Nice play by Anna Wood. She might have lost it, though, when she looked to second to see if Carden was coming. Caitlin Dillard can fly. Brings up Kylie Maldonado with runners at first and third. It is softly hit. It does hit the ground, though, as Dillard was off with the pitch, really. She had to hold up. But an RBI ground out gives the Lady Pioneers their first lead of the game. As Carden comes in to score. Down to second goes Dillard. Anna Harrison steps in. Harrison grounded into a fielder's choice on her first plate appearance. Squares around a bunt, takes ball one. Anna's a sophomore from Hardin County High School, Savannah, Tennessee. Hello to Todd and Jennifer, her parents. She squares around the bunt, fouls it back. Gets her legs loose and runs it straight on through the bag at first. Got a couple of brothers, Michael and Jacob. And she's got grandparents all around. Papaw Dennis and Mamaw Gail in Savannah. Papaw Stacy and Mamaw Ann in Shiloh, Tennessee. Papaw Jerry and Jan in Savannah, Tennessee. She stays alive at the plate, fouls that one back. See Christian Lynn's older brother, John Thomas Lynn, assistant coach for his dad, Johnny, for basketball. He's in attendance. Lazy little fly ball out to center field, so center fielder retires center fielder. Harrison now 0 for 2. And that's 2 outs. Brings up Michaela Fuquay to the plate. She singled and scored in the third. Fuquay with 20 RBIs on the season. She's normally the person someone's knocking in. She leads the team in runs scored. She now has 47 of those. 2 ahead of Erica Abbott. That one's lined on the left field line. It'll go foul. And all the way in the corner. And Mattia Ciramella will dig it out of the corner. It's a pretty name, Mattia, M-A-T-T-E-A. Hope I'm saying it right. Had a grandmother whose name was Matilda. They called her Tilly. Counts 0-2 to Fuqua as she's swinging in this at-bat. One hopper to short. Quick play over to Lineberger by Wood. Retires Fuqua. As Anna Wood properly placed there to retire Fuqua. Ball State takes the lead with a double by Willow Carden, an infield single by Caitlin Dillard, and a ground out by Maldonado. Only one, but it is now a lead, 3-2 for Ball State. Into the top of the fifth, 3-2, Vol State leads. Cheris Nichols back in the circle. She will face 3, 4, and 5 in the Motlow State lineup. Anna Wood, strikeout and been hit by a pitch. Takes ball one. Split grip hitter. I wouldn't say a slap hitter. Came in hitting .361. Take a healthy cut there and come up empty on a high slider. Some spin on that from the former Lady Wildcat. Ball State men's baseball team has 9 players from Clarksville. It's another exact same pitch, the exact same result. I believe that Cheris is the only player from Clarksville on the softball team. There are 4 Clarksville High School grads on the baseball team. Wonder if I can name those. Chip Harris is one. I think Brady Davis. I knew I shouldn't open that can of worms. 2-2 pitch popped up. That will get over the press box, I believe. In fact, it'll hit. I don't know, this is my 25th game. I think broadcasters have never had ball come up and hit off of the roof to either side of me, and I've had one to the left and to the right now. So check that box. Now I'm going to have to get on my Googler. Swing a foul tip straight back. A 3 from Rossview. That's Brody, Prairie, Drew Moorhead, and Scotty Dean. The 2-2 pitch was not what she had hoped it would be. Full count Ministries, full count. And then 2 from Clarksville Academy. That's Max Castle and Cooper Wallace from Clarksville. Popped up to the left side. Caitlin Dillard, she's under it, makes the catch. Round number 1. Anna Wood now 0 for 2. Brings up Haley Hobby, who's 0 for 2. Carson Sanders. Ryan Murphy, the other 2. Chip Harris, Brady Davis, Ryan Murphy, and Carson Sanders, the 4 baseball players that went to school with Cheris Nichols. Haley Hobby flew out to center, leading off the second. Reached on an error. Fouls that one off the screen. Conference tournament is in Chattanooga State this year. May 2nd through, I want to say the 7th or 8th. It's just, somebody asked me about what the bracket would look like. Swing and a miss. We've got somebody up in the press box here that might have some knowledge of that. I'll see if what I think is accurate, and he'll tell me if I'm right or wrong. 1-2 pitch coming to Hobby with Carly Warner on deck. Swing and a miss, and a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout. First strikeout by Nichols. So the conference tournament will now have 11 teams. In the past, it's just had 10. So they've had 2 play-in games. So it's 7 plays 10 and 8 plays 9. And that's a single elimination. The 2 teams that win that then get into a double elimination 8-team tournament. First pitch to Warner outside the zone. So I'm assuming we're just going to have 3 games play in. And then we're still going to have an 8-game 2-and-out tournament. Is that correct, Bobby? Okay. So day 1 of the tournament will be 6 playing 11, 7 playing 10, and 8 playing 9. And the winners of those will move on to play the next day in the 8-team tournament. That's a double elimination. And okay, yeah, baseball does. Okay. Softball does not, right? Popped up. That might be playable here in the left side foul territory. Kirby over, and she will not get close enough to that fence to make the grab. Don't think you would have been able to see it anyway if I had actually hit the button like I had planned to. It's just over there to the left of your viewing area. 2 outs, nobody on. Carly Warner walked and scored in the second, popped out to short. Now the 3-ball, 1-strike count. Nichols has not walked a batter. This is her second inning of work on in relief of Laura Walker, who went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. And there is ball 4. Second time that Warner has walked. Callie Hastings, who is the second baseman, is not batting. Leads the team in walks. She has 10 of them. Lineberger steps to the plate. So reseeding means that if the top seeds in those play-in games do not win, then the lowest seeded team will play the highest seeded team. So the number one team will play, say an 11 beats a 6, then the 1 would play the 6. Would play the 11. Popped up, that's playable. Carden over and makes the catch in foul territory. That's the final out of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner is left on base. Ball State going to try to come in and play add-on here in the bottom of the 5th, leading 3-2. Two, 3, and 4 due up for Vol State. And that a lot of times means trouble for the other team. Bad news for Motlow. Mallory Williams bowls her first pitch into Erica Abbott. Erica 0 for 1. Flew out to center field in the first inning and laid down a sacrifice bunt that moved Fuquay to third. She ultimately scored on an error. Ball that popped out of the glove of center fielder Emma Owens. It was well struck off the bat by Kirby, but Owens was underneath the ball on the warning track. Not sure if she was still thinking about the fence or not, but that ball's going to hit, I guess, the elbow guard of Abbott, and the elbow guard just goes ahead and comes off, and she goes down to first base in disgust. Second hit batter by Williams in the ball game. That brings Kirby back to the plate. She's still looking for an RBI, at least on my score sheet. As I said earlier, Christian Lynn, the official scorer, might deem that that was well struck enough, squaring the bunt, pulling the bat back is Kirby. Would Christian Lynn have Lydia Kirby, one of the top RBI hitters, as a matter of fact, the top in the conference, lay down a sac bunt? Nope, he wouldn't. There's a ground ball base hit in center field. Abbott's not stopping at second. She keeps going. The throw goes to third. So Lydia Kirby trots into second base on the throw. Ball State with something cooking here in the bottom of the 5th. That's what speed will do for you. Just got under the glove of Anna Wood. Out of the dugout comes head coach Janice Morey to chat with the infield about maybe a defensive alignment for Shelby Green, who's next up for Vol State. They'll have an offensive meeting. As you see down the third base line, Christian Lynn talking to Shelby, and Carly Costley is right behind Erica Abbott and Lydia Kirby. having a little conflab. This is game 1 of 2. Would expect Brooklyn Levin to get the start in game 2, but I don't have any inside information at all. Green walked and scored and struck out looking. Looking for her first hit of the game. Ground ball, that's going to roll through the right side. It's going to drive in 1. Kirby's going to keep coming. He's going to drive in 2. And Vol State leads 5-2. 2 RBIs for Shelby Green on the seeing eye hit through the right side. Back-to-back hits. Brought to you by Hit After Hit. So right now the throw from Emma Owens to third base did not help the cause. If she'd have thrown it to second, at least Kirby would have stayed at first. May not make a difference. Throw down to second, not in time. Green gets her second stolen base of the afternoon. Shelby's 5th of the season. Carly Costley, we'll see if she can drive her in. She's 1 for 2. 6 hits in the game for Vol State. Unofficially. Split grip for Costley. Lays down a bunt, but it goes backwards, as they say in the South. I wasn't born here, but my bumper sticker says I got here as quick as I could in the South. Cincinnati boy. That is Southern Ohio, but we still talked Yankee. I go back and I think, what are these people saying? 1 ball, 1 strike turns into a 1-2 count to Costley. Got 5 siblings, and they all have residences in the greater Cincinnati area, but a few of them have places down in sunny Florida. 1-2. Foul tip maybe into the glove, but otherwise it's a strikeout. First out of the inning. 3rd strikeout of the game for Williams. First time she's gotten Costley, who's now 1 for 3. Willow Carden doubled to begin the 4th. First pitch in the dirt, throw down to third. The throw was on the left side of the base. Green slid on the outfield side. She's in there safe on the wild pitch. One out, and another ball gets by the catcher. Green hesitated, then stayed at third. Randy Hale's going to clean off the plate. His wife, Trina, has no idea that her husband's being talked about on the broadcast. Ground ball heads up on the Lady Pioneers dugout. Goes up the fence and on top of the netting above the dugout. Carden 1 for 2, looking for a pitch to hit. There's another one down low. Ball State scored 2 here in the bottom of the 5th after single runs in the second, third, and fourth to take a 5-2 lead. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Carden way out in front of that offering. The count goes full. Full count Ministries, full count. Carden, a freshman from Coffee County High School down in Manchester. Check swing. They're going to say she went. Ball gets by the catcher, and a run's going to score. And Carden's going to reach first base on the errant pitch that she went after. Ball State leads 6-2. I got a strikeout. It's going to either be a wild pitch or a pass ball. I'm going to go wild pitch. That scores Green from third and allows Carden, who did strike out, to reach first base as Caitlin Dillard looks back. The home plate umpire when he raised his right hand after yelling out strike. I don't think she agreed. She struck out once. She also has an infield single. There's a ground ball, and they're not going to get her there. There's no chance. Don't even throw it. Throw back behind Harrison or Carden. She gets back to second. There's another infield single for Dillard. That's so deflating. You're the shortstop. You're already playing up. Somebody hits a two-hopper to you, and you know you don't even have a chance. Another visit by head coach Janice Morey. I don't know if they got to take the ball. They apparently do, as Mallory Williams is going to leave the contest. And Haley Hobby's going to come in to the circle. She is the DP, so that's legal. We've checked with their legal counsel, and everything's all good. So Mallory Williams will become maybe the second baseman, I'm guessing. She comes out with a glove and Haley Hobby on for her 11th appearance of the year. It's her 7th in relief. 30 innings pitched. She's given up 63 hits, 42 runs. 30 of those are earned. Walked 9, struck out 3. Ball State leads 6-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. They've scored 3 in the 5th. Mallory Williams goes 4 1/3 innings. I've got her for 7 hits, 6 runs. 5 of those are earned at this point. Did not walk a batter, but did hit 2. Struck out 4. So Hobby delivers the first pitch strike to Kylie Maldonado. Maldonado got hit by a pitch and then an RBI ground out in the 4th. Batting here with 1 out and 2 on. Very cloudy day here in Gallatin, Tennessee. Timeout. Mr. Clean has to take care of business on the plate again. He's a government servant. High and tight. Worked for Metro Nashville. He's one of those computer guys. Last time I talked to him, which maybe now a couple of years ago, he's worked for the city of Goodlettsville. Foul back. Been an umpire a long time. I think he was a manager for the Belmont baseball team after I was there in the early 80s. He's at least 10 years younger than me, so it would have been probably in the 90s that he was a manager there. That's a line drive that almost hit Dillard. Gets into right field. That's going to score another run. Dillard's going to go on to third. The throw is not in time. Good cut right there, but Maldonado with an RBI single. And runners at first and third, and it's 7-2. Dillard had to stop. She nearly got hit by that line drive. As a pinch runner, Katie Robinson will pinch run for Kylie Maldonado. And then we'll have a pinch hitter, Kirsten Smith, that will pinch hit for Anna Harrison. Last broadcast here, Kirsten had a big 2-run single. Helped Vol State to, I believe it was a 2-run win over Roan. First pitch to Kirsten from Louisville, Kentucky, in there for a called strike. Now 4 runs in the inning. That run charged to Mallory Williams. And runners at the corners brought to you by Line to Line and Game Time Sports Field. Stephen Dotson and Bill Marbett providing dirt and padding and netting, not only here at the Nichols Softball Complex, but also up at the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex, Pioneer Field, where baseball team plays. Oh, winning run at the plate, says Bobby Hudson. Kirsten does not have one of those in her collegiate career. Could now be the time. Comes in hitting .296, 13 RBIs. A little behind that. Fastball by Haley Hobby, second pitcher on for Motlow State. Hobby's a sophomore. Again, I don't have, for most of these players, I don't know where they went to school. Carly Warner went to Forest. Deja Lineberger went to Shelbyville, I believe. That's fisted over to second base. Mallory Williams, a new second baseman, will throw on to first. And an RBI ground out. It's Vol State 1 run closer to ending this early. On the play, Katie Robinson moves to second. Michaela Fuquay steps to the plate. She also is not a home run hitter. She does have one. I wonder if it's an inside the park home run, though. I don't know. She's the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. 5 in 5. In the outside corner for a called strike. On deck, Erica Abbott, hoping to get an at-bat here in the 5th. She led off the inning by being hit by a pitch and scored the first of 5 here in the 5th. Got a base open. I'm not sure. Trying to pitch away from Michaela or not. Not Got the wrong count up here. He says it's 2-2. I've got 3-1. What did I do? Fall asleep? 2-2 pitch. Tapper to short. One hop and a throw to first by Anna Wood. Retires Michaela Fuqua again. Back-to-back time she's grounded out to short. Lady Pioneers send 9 to the plate. Score 5 on 4 hits. No errors. 1 runner left on base. Headed to the 6th. Ball State now with an 8-2 lead. Take a break. Be right back. A Wednesday afternoon, just past 3:45 Central Time here in Gallatin, Tennessee. We head to the top of the 6th. Cheris Nichols in the circle. Now with a 6-run lead. We'll face 7, 8, and 9. The Motlow State lineup. Fly ball out to center field. Wind is blowing straight out to center, but Lily Brown can't get enough on that one as catch is made by Anna Harrison out in center field. Tia Ciaramella will stand in. She's 0 for 2. The left fielder struck out and flew out. First pitch misses down. Enjoying the show? Send me an email at treesports@gmail.com. I don't send out marketing information or anything. I don't add your email to a list. You're not going to hear from spammers. It's just to see who's watching, who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. I don't need the last 4 of your social security number. Ground ball to short. Abbott up with it and over to Carden for out number 1. Make it out number 2. And the 9-hole hitter, Rowan Grizzard Welsh, the right fielder, 1 for 2. Nichols' first pitch misses outside. I hear him calling a row. That's going to catch the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Cheris came in the 4th inning. This is her third inning of work. Gave up 2 hits back-to-back in that fourth. All that she's given up since then is a walk. She's now a pitch away from that. Foul tip, and the count goes full. Full count, Ministries full count. Assuming that's still Caitlin Dillard in left. We're going to say she's going to try to make a catch right here, and she will, just into the grassy area, and it is not. It is Katie Robinson out there in left field who makes the catch for out number 3. And a 1-2-3 inning for Cheris Nichols and the Lady Pioneers. And 2 more runs, and they can walk this one off. Game 1 of the doubleheader in conference play, trying to get their 10th win in the conference. Erica Abbott will lead off the inning again. 2nd inning in a row. She will face Haley Hobby this time. Came on in relief of Mallory Williams in the 5th. Abbott looking for her first hit of the game. She's got a 14-game hitting streak. Now's the time as she takes called strike on the outside corner. Started that hitting streak against Motlow State. That game was back on March 1st, so 18 days ago. Another called strike on the outside corner. Haley Hobby ahead in the count quickly to Abbott. A sophomore from Summertown High School. It just sounds like a fun place. Just like Goodlettsville. But too wide as Hobby tried to go on that outside corner. Chattanooga State looking to sweep Walter State at Walter State. One game won 5-1 and are up 10-6 in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball into the glove of the shortstop, Anna Wood. She throws Abbott out at first base. Gonna bring up Lydia Kirby. I'll stay with 8 runs, 8 hits. Kirby 1 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. She has just left the building. Lydia Kirby. Solo shot to just to the right of center field. Kirby picks up her 3rd big fly and her 48th RBI. Ball State now a run away from ending this one early. A year ago, Lydia had 16 home runs. To go with her 103 RBIs. 103 RBIs was 2nd in the nation in Division I softball. It's the first home run of the game. And I thought there would be a lot with the way the wind's been blowing out the dead center. Shelby Green can end it right here with a big fly of her own, and she might just have. Out to left field. It will leave the yard, and this ball game is over. Back-to-back home runs by Shelby Green, Lydia Kirby. Green has just hit her 5th of the year. 30, well, she had 2 RBIs prior, so 35 RBIs. And that will end this contest that finishes in an hour and 50 minutes. Ball State wins it 10-2 on a walk-off home run. Let's get that run up there and make this game final in 6. Shelby Green 2 for 3 in the game with 3 RBIs. Will make her the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. She sends her 5th home run, a solo shot out to left center field. That's a line drive. Might have been aided a bit by the wind, but probably not much, as that ball did not get up into the air. So Ball State walks off. I think that's for the 3rd time in 3 games. 10-2. We'll be back in about 20-25 minutes with Game 2 right here on the Ball State Sports Network on YouTube and possibly Cable Access Channel 19 here in Gallatin. So for Dr. Wendy Tossenson, the president of Volunteer State, and for Athletic Director Bobby Hudson and Head Coach Christian Lynn, this is Tim Reese saying so long for now. We'll be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. God bless you.